Have you ever felt that tingle? That gentle, brain-melting sensation from a good ASMR video? I used to chase that feeling every night. It was my escape, my little slice of digital peace. That's how I found Whispers of the Void. The thumbnail was simple, just a swirling galaxy of purples and blues. The title was intriguing, and the creator, Somne, Named Somnis, had millions of views on this one video, yet their channel was otherwise empty. Strange, right? I clicked. The video started with a low, humming sound, like the universe breathing. Then, the whispers began. The voice was impossible to pin down. Sometimes male, sometimes female, always soft and impossibly close. It didn't say words I recognized, but the sounds. They were perfect. Every tap, every crinkle, every whispered syllable was crafted to send shivers down my spine. I felt my muscles unclench, my thoughts drift away. It was the most intense ASMR I'd ever experienced. I fell asleep before the video was even halfway through and woke up feeling more rested than I had in years. Naturally, it became my nightly ritual. Click, listen, and drift off. To the Whispers of Somnis. I recommended it to friends, to family. You have to try this, I'd say. It's life-changing. And it was. My friend, who was always stressed, started seeming calm, almost becant. My sister, who had crippling insomnia, was suddenly sleeping 12 hours a night. We were all devotees of the void. That's when things started to get weird. I'd wake up with things in my apartment moved around, a coffee mug on the wrong shelf, a book flipped open to a page I'd never read. I brushed it off as me being tired. But one morning, I found my front door wide open. My heart hammered in my chest. I checked my security camera footage, and I saw myself. At 3 a.m., my eyes glazed over and empty. I got up, walked to the door, opened it, and just stood there for an hour, staring into the darkness before closing it and going back to bed. I had no memory of it. I immediately called my friend, the one I'd recommended the video to. His voice was flat, monotone. He said he'd been having strange dreams too. Dreams of a swirling purple and blue galaxy, of a voice promising unity and peace. He said he'd also woken up to find his door unlocked. We weren't just listening to a video, something was listening back. The next night, I decided to fight it. I put the video on but forced myself to stay awake, to focus. It was harder than I could have imagined. The whispers were so seductive, pulling at my consciousness, promising release from all my anxieties. Just let go, the voice seemed to say, not in words, but in feeling. Join the quiet, join the void. My eyelids felt like they were made of lead. I started to see the purple and blue galaxy from the thumbnail swirling behind my eyes. Panic gave me a jolt of adrenaline. I ripped my headphones off. The silence in my room was deafening, but the whispering didn't stop. It was fainter now, coming from inside my own head. I looked at the screen. For a split second, the swirling galaxy in the video thumbnail resolved into an image. A single, massive eye, ancient and intelligent, staring right back at me. I slammed my laptop shut. I tried to warn everyone. I sent frantic texts, made panicked calls. Delete the video. Stop listening. Most of the replies were slow and eerily similar. It's fine. We feel so peaceful. We're all connected now. My sister just sent back a single emoji. A purple heart. The community tab on the Whispers of the Void video was filled with thousands of comments, all just a string of purple and blue hearts. Millions of people, all being lulled into this hive mind. That night, I didn't sleep. The whispers in my head were constant, a faint echo of Somnis's voice. I paced my apartment, feeling like a cornered animal. Around Tracem, I heard a soft, synchronized tapping on my front door. Not a knock, but a gentle, rhythmic tapping, the kind of sound you'd hear in an ASMR video. I looked through the peephole. My blood ran cold. My neighbors, my friend, even the delivery guy from down the street, they were all standing there in the hallway. Their faces were slack, their eyes empty and unfocused, all staring at my door. They weren't trying to break in. They were just standing there, waiting, and they were all tapping. A soft, synchronized rhythm on the walls, on my door, on the floorboards, tapping, 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 welcoming me to the quiet. I realized then what solemnness was. Not a creator, a recruiter, and the whispers weren't for relaxation. They were a signal, a frequency, slowly tuning our minds to one single, silent broadcast. I stumbled back from the door, my hands over my ears, but I couldn't block out the sound. The whispers in my head were getting louder, harmonizing with the tapping from outside. Join us. Be one. Be void. I'm recording this now because I don't know what else to do. I've barricaded my door, but I know it won't hold them for long. The tapping is getting more insistent. It's no longer just at my door. I hear it from the apartment above, from the walls on either side. It's all around me, a symphony of taps, calling me to sleep. The whispers are so loud now. It's hard to think. It's so hard to hold on. The galaxy, so pretty, the purple and blue. It's so peaceful. Why am I fighting it? It's so much easier to just let go. Maybe just one more listen wouldn't hurt. It would be so nice to finally get some rest. Just one more time.